This is my tribute to TFAM. Um, for the first question you asked, what's the most important thing that I've learned? And that was that key thing is preparation. Preparation is most important when deciding on the path of life we're going on. I took for granted that if I took out insurance and I took out my 401k and um, knew that I had retirement, that was it. I didn't have to worry about anything. But there's more to it than that. And one of the things that this class has taught me is that you have to really be up on top of these things. You have to understand that um, there are avenues you can take to create wealth with what you have instead of just allowing the time that you have or the things that you have to be all that there is to it. And so also thought that one of the other important things was that, we have to make our family aware of what we're doing, talking about preparing for me, this next phase of life. I'm almost ready to retire. And so making sure that my kids are aware of what um, is going to happen and what I'd like to happen and how I'd like for it to happen is important. Um, Making sure that I can actually do that. I I tell myself that I'm ready to retire. But right now, I understand that there are some things that I still need to do. And so, with God's help and this class, it's given me a better understanding um, of how to go about doing that. And the next thing that um, I wanted to talk about was um, how my life has changed. Um, Being able to listen to people who understand finance, who are willing to give you their expertise, um, and and knowing that I'm not the only person who doesn't really understand, um, but that's okay, is one of the things that I learned that I'm going to take with me. I understand now that I can improve my circumstances and that I need to do things differently and that I am going to do things differently. I am doing things a little differently. And sometimes I mess up. Can't say that I'm not, but it goes back to that preparation thing where I talked about how preparation is key and making sure that I can make a slip up, but be able to recoup once I do. Um, I want to say thank you to Cynthia for her patience and her guidance and her understanding, not just with the class, but personally. I wanted to thank her. To you, Cynthia, I appreciate all of you've done and all of you tried to do. I'm glad that we will hopefully have a newsletter that we can all be able to um, view. And I appreciate the fact that you want to do that because that's also time consuming as well. But the fact that you um, put your heart into the things that you do with God behind you, He'll continue to help you so that you help others.